Hello, folks. It's Friday, last day of January already, the 31st. Cheers. Unfortunately, we've lost another figure from the rock world, Marianne Faithfull. I used to have the album Broken English, but I sold it because honestly, I didn't care for her voice. But again, figures in the world of I don't want to say it, culture. Okay, yeah, I want to put it on a larger scale, not just entertainment, but certain figures in the world of culture have a resonance. And Marianne Faithfull is an example of that. You know, her involvement with the Rolling Stones, her acting, her ups and downs in life with um, personal personal troubles. Now, I haven't read any specifics, but I gather that unfortunately, like a lot of people, as we get older and our star has faded, that we die in obscurity. That perhaps she was had been well. I understand that she was sick, got sick during COVID, and they didn't expect her to live, and she bounced back and made another record. But rest in peace, Marianne Faithfull. I've just seen an outpouring through social media about her death. Don't have any records though. I'll talk about me at the end of the video, okay? Yesterday was Phil Collins' birthday. I think they said 74. So the one thing I played, and I played all of one side, was this Trick of the Tail, the album that he took over as vocalist after Peter Gabriel left. This is a brilliant album. This is one of the best Genesis albums. And this is the yellow vinyl version, which looks wonderful, but it plays mine. Now, see, I couldn't even take mine back to see if I could get a better copy, because this one's not noisy with surface. It's got the surface noise that it's hard for me to describe, but it almost sounds like a manufacturing error. Love this album though. Saw the tour when their first tour after Peter Gabriel left was the first time that I got to see them with Bill Bruford on drums. Cheers, people. I'm going to talk about these records first so that you folks who aren't interested in me can leave when I start talking about me. I've really bounced back, fully. And so yesterday was an enjoyable day. I was at the post office. See, I guess I have to just talk stream of consciousness. I was at the post office quite a while yesterday, sending off the first batch of Aspect CDs. So I was in a good mood, happy, and it's reflected in what I played. Ride. I listened to all kinds of stuff yesterday. Ride. I love this band. They're doing well. They're on tour. I've told the story where I met them the first time they came to America. Andy Bell and Mark Gardner were particularly nice to me. I remember that really well. It's like Mark Gardner. It's like he almost was like, do you relate to me personally in some kind of way? This is fantastic. EP, every song on here. It's the sound of the band, the power and the energy of the band. Still don't know what they're singing about. It doesn't matter. This was a journey. This is not an easy ride. And this is one where I went ahead and played it on CD just so I could because I have it, But the first Magma album, Talk about a dark, dynamic debut. What a unique sound. This is a reissue. A really nice one, though. And also, they're singing in the made-up language of Kobaya. And what is interesting to me is, it's almost like now I understand it. It makes sense. This album is like a warning. That's what this album is. Look at the cover. But then as I listen to the vocalizing, the shape of the language of Kobaya on the tracks, this is a warning, And of course, they're not the only ones who've tried through music and art to try to wake mankind up. It's futile. We are enthralled to the shiny bits, the gold, the diamonds. And so we've screwed ourselves as a result, being, valuing things over life. We've screwed ourselves, haven't we? The Milton Nascimento got played all the way through. I was blown away to see that, this is 1969. This is an early album of Mr. Nascimento's, and already it is absolutely gorgeous. And the music too. Arrangements by Yumir Deodato. Awesome stuff. The other thing that I played, I did play some more CDs, but on vinyl. Old favorite of mine, James Gang, Rides Again. Stephanie, do you remember this album? Because James, my older brother James, was the one who copped this before I got a copy. And Funk 49, he and the other young black musicians in the hood were all freaked out by Funk 49 because it's so good, and everybody's learning that riff. And this is a great album. Joe Walsh's guitar playing and his tones on here, the different things he does with his guitar tones as well as his playing. Excellent. James, Joe Walsh has earned his place in the Eagles and All That Money and Ringo Starr and stuff. He's a great musician. I did get to see Joe Walsh Barnstorm before they had the hit. They were open for West Bruce and Lang, and it was a great show. And Joe Walsh, like a lot of musicians back in the day, was just very visibly stoned. Very stoned, and so stoned that really all they could do is play the guitar and sing. It's a great show. James Gang, Rides Again. Cheers. So folks, I gotta brag a little bit. And I got to thank you a little bit for paying attention. Aspects of the Imagine, I just got it. It's half sold. I just looked online as I filled in. I'll be going to the post office, but I also have to go and hunt up some more mailers because I'm just about out. 45 of 100 CDs sold in 2 days. That feels wonderful. That is an accomplishment that is fantastic. And what's even better than that is the compliments that I'm getting from people about the music as you're listening to it, okay? Thank you for listening. I'm getting some very kind comments from people all over the world. That too. I'm glad to see that happen, that folks are just, if you want this music, you're going to have to pay for it. So I've sold CDs to people in Spain, Portugal, Germany, the UK, and of course, Canada. Alex, is that your name? Alessandro, hello. Feels good, people. And the other thing about it is that it's worth it. Now, people have picked up on the fact that this is almost gone. This is it. I got 5 copies left of Sonicity left. And as I've said, these are 100 and done. That's it. I'm not ordering any of these titles. It's very satisfying. It is. So I'll be going to the post office to send off the latest batch of sales. Also going and hunting for more mailers because I've got 1 mailer left, and in the neighborhood here I've wiped out the Walgreens and the Walmart, so I have to go further to get some. But I will today. And it's Friday, so there's not going to be a Bandcamp Friday for February. So if you look to show support for the channel in that way, just buy my music and listen to it. It's so pleased that folks are actually listening, and you're verifying what I already know. It's world class music in every aspect. I was listening to stuff on CD, so I still have the Ride CD out. I didn't get to this one, but this is another one, Leave Them All Behind. And this album, I forget the guy's name who gave me a bunch of Ride on vinyl, gave this to me on vinyl, but this is when they were in their decline. They bounced back. But Carnival of Light is my least favorite Ride album, and they were at odds. They weren't getting along at the time. I hate how that shit goes, but that's the way it goes. In other music news for me personally, the Omaha Entertainment and Arts Awards is coming up February 16th. Hey, Dan, if you see this, I was just talking to Dan from the band, and we're going to go ahead and go. I'm not really into award ceremonies. He has his reasons that roll over and combine with my reasons for going. RAF has been nominated again for Best Punk Act. We've won several times. My feeling is we probably got nominated again. We're good, but probably in honor of Kelly being gone. I know that he will be included in the in memoriam section, because they always do that in the ceremony, honor musicians who have passed away in the last year. And I sent a picture to make sure that he would be included. So if nothing else, I just want to go and see that. But honestly, I'm not antisocial, and if I go, I'm going to know a bunch of people there, but I don't drink. And I get tired of people. I do. I get tired of people in large groups. But that's coming up. I'm going to be practical and wait for a while. But because of the response to my releases, it already has me thinking about the next one. Because the deal is, for example, Abstracts, I just released that digitally. It's more sound work and some ambient stuff. Now, I'll take some feedback. I'm not so much focused on releasing that physically, but if people say, well, if you did, well, I'll buy it. We want that avenue of your work as well, physically. I'll consider it. But the other thing that I'm doing is the Muse #2 is not on hold. It's just that I can't focus on it because I'm working with other people, and when they want to work, they do. But I have at least 2 more albums worth of material you've never heard that I am contemplating and then some of it's not finished, so it's like I'm not in a hurry, but like I just said, the response to the releases is very encouraging. 45 discs sold out of 100 in 2 days. Thank you, people. That feels like success to me. I'm not selling hundreds, even thousands. I mean, I'm not selling thousands. I'm not even selling hundreds. I'm selling handfuls, and yet that is very fulfilling. Very fulfilling. If I'm forgetting anything, I'm forgetting something. Happy Friday, folks. Pick up on my music. It's worth it. It's some of the best in the world. It is. And you're telling me that. It's not just Dereck saying it anymore. You're telling me. Cheers.